Hi everyone. I'm going to paste the link onto Google Classroom so that way you can all log on. Welcome to Tuesday, week 3 of the shutdown here. Being at home from Discovery. Welcome everyone. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes to kind of get into the chat. Oop, I got a message. Oh, it's an email saying that I'm now live on YouTube. Cool. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is Tuesday YouTube live stream. I'm going to be making some art with all of you and chatting with you for about 30 minutes. Oh, got another email. Oh, that's Google Classroom now telling me that I'm live streaming. That's great. So now since I'm getting the emails, that means you're getting the emails, which is very good. Okay, so I'm going to give everyone about one to two more minutes. I signed on a little bit early just to make sure everything was going okay with YouTube. At first, when I hit going live, it said having trouble going live, unavailable right now, please try again. And I kind of freaked out a little bit. I said, oh no, might not be able to go live today, but I'm happy that we were able to. It worked. Just had to be patient. So as you can see, this is my art setup right now. I have the art choice board all set up here. I have my little easel for drawing. I have my paper. I've got some markers that we're going to use today, some Crayola markers, which is fun. And I've got, if you saw on the little title there, it said that I'm going to be using a random word generator to make art today. So I have the random word generator on my phone. So that's kind of what we're going to do. I guess we'll make a couple different pieces. So that way, if you log in a little bit later into this video, you'll still be able to see me use the random word generator and see my reactions, which is really fun. But firstly, I just want to check in and say hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are doing well. Let me know in the comments if you need anything, if you need any support with anything. I'm here for you. Make sure you have all joined your advisories. Throughout the week, your advisory teacher will be checking up on you and just sending you either a message or a text or whatever, just to see how you're doing and how you're handling staying at home and the work and things like that, okay? I'm thinking about all of you. I know there's been a lot of changes every single week. There's always something new on the news about school. Just so you know, we're not going to be going back to school until April 29th or 30th is the latest word. So just keeping that in mind. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the video or the live stream. Just sending some updates. Oh, bye, person who left. But yeah, so let's get started. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I just want to always be honest with you about things that are going on. And I'm finding out things in the news just as quickly as you are. So just stay posted and let me know if you need anything. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to start the random word generator. The prompt that I'm going to use it for is for row 1, image 3, design a candy bar wrapper, make up a new kind of candy bar, be creative. So that's going to be my art choice for the week. What I have right here is just some more information about it. So week 3, design a candy bar wrapper. Yep. Make up a new kind of candy bar, be creative. And then this is kind of what I have written down. This is what I expect to see either in the private comments when you submit work or on the paper directly. So this is kind of what I've done. This is the paper that I'm going to be drawing on. And right on the top, I've just written this. A lot of students have been doing this, and I really, really appreciate that. I took this idea from you. Thank you very much. Here is the link to the random word generator if you want to try this activity at home. And what I did was I made the word type adjectives just to get some more creative words going and to filter some other words out. So let's go. Let's get started. The first word that I'm going to have when I click it. Okay, here we go. So the first word is galaxy. is the random word generator that I got. So I'm going to have something to do with the word galaxy. I'm just going to write it down here. Can everyone see that? Okay, it's a little small. Galaxy. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 words, I think. The second word that I got was complain. So galaxy and complain. Remember, I'm trying to make a candy bar wrapper with these, so I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out. Okay, and the last word that I got was rebel. Okay, so I have galaxy, complain, and rebel. This is kind of fun. I've been watching some of the Marvel movies, if anyone is familiar with those movies, and I just watched the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So these prompts really remind me of Guardians of the Galaxy, but let's see how I can turn that into a candy wrapper. So let's see, how can I be creative about this? I think the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to draw with my pencil, at least I hope. Oh no, my pencil not working. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to draw with my lead pencil, and I'm just going to draw a candy wrapper shape here. So again, the random word generator got me galaxy, complain, and rebel. So we'll see how I turn that into a candy bar. Okay, so I'm going to draw, I think, just like a candy wrapper type deal. Kind of like this. So you ever see those candy wrappers that are like the hard candies? So I think this is kind of what I'm going for here. Again, this is just a sketch. I'm just gonna start with a little pencil drawing first. Everyone can see that. So this is my first idea right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I think for a galaxy candy wrapper, I kind of want it to look like a planet. So I think what I'm going to do is I might draw like the rings of Saturn around the candy wrapper, like this. So now it kind of has become a planet, a planet candy wrapper. Okay, so that's what I'm going with so far. So maybe I got the galaxy part down-ish. Might add to it, but I'm still going to check it off. Now I have to have the word complain and rebel. So I think what I might have is I might have a face on here maybe. So I might draw a face, and then you think of a title too for my candy. So things that complain and rebel are, oh man, maybe people who are like protesting or people that are angry about something. So maybe it's like an angry or an annoyed, a candy bar that protesters or angry, annoyed people maybe eat. So maybe I'll put the protest bar. Protest bar? Protest. Okay. So I have protest candy. I guess because it's not really I guess candy bar, like this is kind of a candy. I guess I cheated a little bit. So maybe I need to make it more of a rectangle. So protest, bar. Okay, so I have protest bar, and I said I wanted to make it more like a candy bar than a wrapper. So then, or like a hard candy. So then maybe I can turn it more into like a rectangle this way. So this is just cheating a little bit, but sometimes you gotta when you feel like you want to add to your artwork, you can just add around it. You can use the space. So all I'm doing is I'm turning it into a bar shape, into a rectangle, by adding a rectangle around it. And I still have the pattern for the image that I initially created. Haha. So this is what I kind of did, was I turned my hard candy into a candy bar. Very fun. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to turn it from a shape into a form. So I'm turning it into a 3D object. Part of the 3D object is cutting off at the ends here, and that's okay. So I have, you can see my now newly formed candy bar is kind of starting here. Very fun. So I have protest bar. So I guess I have rebel here, and then the word complain. So rebel, I guess they're protesting against something they don't like. They're rebelling. They're protesting. So complaining, maybe I can say, like, I can have little shouting images or like those little shout bubbles or thought bubbles around the candy bar to show complaining, like people talking. So that's something I can do also. So I can have that here. So I can have ranting. Yeah. So when that word sounds very similar to like complaining sometimes is when you're ranting about something. So maybe I might have this going here. So I have the word rant, rant, rant. And then now I need to think about what this is going to taste like. So maybe because it's in the galaxy, it tastes like the Milky Way, for like very milky, like maybe milk chocolate. So I might say Milky Way tastes like Milky Way milk chocolate. Milky Way milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. All right. So I came up with my first candy bar design here. It was kind of interesting. I did the random, I got complain and rebel. So I did the random word generator, and I got galaxy, complain, and rebel or rebel. And I came up with this little galaxy protest bar. And I said it tastes like the Milky Way milk chocolate. So this is just a bunch of ideas that were just kind of smushed together. A lot of it doesn't make sense, but it's still just a fun way to get creative if you're not sure how to tackle the design a candy bar idea. I saw a lot of you came up with some really cool ones. Someone, I think it was Jashanvir, came up with a Dragon Ball Z type candy bar. There were other ones that had to do with like different tastes or feelings, right? Like I think Albert came up with one that was a crispy bar, which was really cool. Had a conversation with him. I said, "Is it fresh or crispy?" And he goes, "Crispy." So I thought that was really fun. I guess we can make. Why don't we make one more? Let's make one more. So I have. We're about 13 minutes in, so about halfway. So we can totally make one more, and then I'll color the second one in. How about that? So let's make our second one here. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's have this in the back, so that way it's easier for me to color this in. So let's pick the word generator. Let's pick the 3 words again. So I have type in adjectives. Okay, so I have alarm as the first word. Alarm is kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to put alarm as my first word here. Okay. My second word is wind. Oh, and there's a person doing a salon thing. That's cool. So wind is my second word. And my third word is Sunday. Here we go. So we have alarm, wind, and Sunday. So maybe let's make this one just with markers. So I have to do my candy bar again. So let's make, I guess when I think of wind, I think of a sky. When I think of a sky, I always automatically think a very blue color. So let's make a blue candy bar. So I learned my mistake last time. I'm going to draw a rectangle shape from the beginning. You can still draw like the candy wrappers if you'd like the hard candy, but I'm going for the candy bar, right? Candy bar wrapper. All right. So I have my candy bar wrapper. A lot of you did some really cool ideas where you had the wrapper halfway open. And I really like that, where you can see the foil and you can see the wrapper peeling off. That was a really fun idea. I like that a lot. So let's have this here. Okay, so now I'm thinking about alarm, wind, and Sunday. So maybe I can have the candy bar be like a surprising snack, because an alarm is very surprising. So maybe I'll have some, when I think about surprising, if we think back to our color theory, red and orange were our surprising colors. It kind of, red was like very intense, right? Tense, exciting, kind of angry, right? And then the orange was more of an energetic, surprising color. So I might have red and orange as my two colors. So let's see. So I might have kind of like these zigzag shapes. Remember when we did lines, right? The zigzags also represent really surprising, kind of quick, energized feelings. Okay. And then maybe I'll color this in here. So again, you'll have a little bit more time to do this. This is the second project that I'm working on, but you can take your time coloring this in. Also, what's really nice is, if you remember from the color wheel, blue and orange are complementary colors. So this will actually create a really fun effect. Ooh, this will create a really fun effect here. Okay, let me just color this in. Okay. Whoa, missed it. That's okay. And if you like this idea, right, if you think, oh, I can make a candy bar wrapper, or I can make a different art with the random word generator. So if you want to use a different one of the projects here and still use the random word generator to come up with some ideas, you totally can. It's very simple, but it's also very, it leads to very creative designs and creative ideas, right? Okay, so I kind of have the alarm and the wind a little bit in there. I feel like also the wind is not really showing with this wrapper right now. It was kind of an abstract thought. So maybe what I can do is I can draw a tree here, and then maybe some leaves or something and blowing in the wind. So maybe I'll have this tree here, like a tree coming here. Okay. And then the trees are getting blown this way by the wind. All right. And then I'll go back in with my blue again, and then I'll draw the wind being blown this way. Okay. So now I have a lot going on, right? I have my alarm, my wind. My alarm is kind of showing these energetic lines coming around here. So if you can see zoomed in. So I have my super energizing like alarm things going on right now. I have my wind, my trees and my wind going through, right? And now I have to tie that all in together with the word Sunday. So maybe I can write Sunday snacks, or Sunday breakfast, right? So Sunday snacks or Sunday breakfast. Let's see. So Sunday breakfast bar. Let's do breakfast bar. Right? You can say, if you want to tie in the words alarm, wind, and Sunday, you can say a breezy way to wake up in the morning, right? Okay, so we'll say a breezy way to wake up. Yeah, breezy way to wake up. So this is just another idea that you can do. It looks very busy, but once you have the kind of like the ideas starting to form, starting to um, like kind of like the thought processes in your mind, starting to just like sketch ideas down. And then once you get the idea sketched in your sketchbook or on a paper, you can think, okay, is this idea make sense? Can I go back and change my work? Can I fix my work? Right? For me, we actually have 10 minutes left. So I can try this again. Right? So I have all these ideas kind of started formulating in a sketch. So if I were to do this again, right? Let's say I didn't like how this turned out. It looks a little too busy for me. I want to try it again. So now I'm going to stick with the same words. So before we switched, right? So before we started with Galaxy, Complain, Rebel, and on the spot, I created this based on just talking to you and based on just kind of coming up with different ideas that mix the words together. And then what I did was I created a candy bar using 3 new words, right? And just a sketch here. But now I'm feeling that it might be a little too busy, so I want to try it again one more time. So here's what we'll do. So I'm going to rewrite the words again. So I have alarm. I have wind. And I have Sunday. Right? And this is not something that's going to take a very long time. It can, if you want to keep refining, so the word refine means kind of like to keep going back and keep fixing and editing your work over and over. But 21 minutes, I've already started on a third piece or a third idea. So you could have stuck with this first one, which only took about 10 minutes, right? This one took about 6 minutes to do. 6 minutes to do. And this one I'm hoping will take about 8 minutes to do, right? So all of these are really manageable to do in short periods of time. But if you want to take your time and get really into creating this candy bar design or using the word generator, you can go at your own pace, right? Okay, so I have, let's see, what colors did I use? I have blue. I'm going to start out with a darker blue, I think this time. So I'm still representing that wind color. And I actually think I'm going to stand my candy bar up this way this time. Still going to create, I'm going to turn it from a shape into a form. Still going to create a 3D object here. And now I have my candy bar going this way. Now what I'm going to do is I really liked how the tree looked, that tree blowing in the wind. So I'm going to draw a tree, but now I'm going to draw one tree instead, color it in. I might have some kind of branches sticking out this time because you can kind of see the tree in a little bit more detail. Maybe even the branches are coming over into the sides over here. Okay. So I have a tree, kind of a tree started with some branches going around the candy bar. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker, a little bit a lighter marker this time, and I'm still going to draw the leaves, kind of just being blown in the wind. They're being kind of pushed over. Right? Mainly over on this side. Even going back here, back into the candy bar. All right. I might even take the darker green that I had used last time and even go a little bit more into, just to show that the leaves are being pushed to one side. And the reason why they're being pushed is because of the wind. Okay. So now I have this candy bar design started so far. And you can see the difference already. The difference between the first round and the second round, right? It's the same words, just using my ideas a little bit differently. And now that I was able to talk through my ideas, I have a different sketch in mind. And this sketch I might like a little bit better. It's a little bit more focused. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some wind in. Oops. Okay. And finally, I'm going to say, what was the name of my thing? My candy bar was Sunday Breakfast Bar, a breezy way to wake up. So I might actually add, because we're waking up, I might add a sun. Okay. And that will tie in well with the idea of Sunday, because in the word Sunday, there's a word sun. So I have a sun here. And again, I'm drawing it. It's a 3D object, right? So I'm drawing the lines continuing over onto the other side of the box. Sometimes you'll see that in candy wrappers and candy bars is the lines don't end just because your view ends of that side. Okay, so I'm gonna say breakfast, what did I say again? Breakfast bar? Sunday breakfast bar. So sun, day, breakfast bar. And then I'm gonna say, using a where's my dark blue? Dark blue, I'm gonna say a breezy way to wake up. But now I'm gonna follow, if you notice, I drew these little lines. Oh, can't really see with this one. How's this? There we go. I drew these little waves right here to represent the wind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a breezy way to wake up. And when I write them, I'm going to write them in this curvy, wavy way to follow that wind. So I'm going to say a breezy way to wake up. Okay. So I have here, messed up a little bit, that's okay. I have a breezy way to wake up. And you see how the words are curving with the wind. So that's just a really fun way to kind of, tackle these ideas. Remembering that these ideas, they're all meant to be stress reliefs, right? They're meant to be assignments that you can complete throughout the week at any time, and they're due by Thursday at the end of the day. So if you're feeling stressed by another assignment, or if you're feeling like you need just some time to kind of get in your zone and listen to some music and do some doodling, these are some assignments that you can do. If you're also feeling, if you're in a house with your friends or your family, right, and you're feeling like you want to try something different, you can try the one where it's cooking with each other. And so you can have one of your family members teach you how to cook, or vice versa. And that's a way to get some like socializing in this time where social distancing is such a big, important thing. Anyone have any questions? No, chat's been a little bit quiet. I know this is a pretty weird Tuesday going on here. There's a lot of different things that are happening in the world and in our country, but hopefully you can make some art and let me know if you need anything. I'll be around here for another minute or so. There's about one more minute left until 1:30, and then I'll log out, and you can send me a Jupyter message if you have any more questions, or you can send me a text, anything that you need. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to continue working on my little candy bar. What should I do? I might color in the tree a little bit more. I'll use a lighter brown here. Yeah, so this kind of makes a difference when you color things in fully. So take your time with these pieces. Don't need to rush. Oh man, yeah, what a difference. Okay, whoa. I have a little easel here, and sometimes it works out really well. Sometimes it doesn't work out really well. Ah! There we go. That makes such a big difference. Yay! Okay. Okay. This here. And then in the last minute or so, I'm going to just kind of go in and add a little bit more of the tree. All right. Okay. So here is my final piece. Again, let's just go back real quick. I picked the, let's see, which color can I use to highlight? Let's use, orange. Okay, let's use orange. So my orange was, or my choice was design a candy bar, wrapper, make up a new kind of candy bar, be creative. All right, so I'm just gonna highlight this. So that's the one that I decided to choose. So now I currently have 5 art projects done. This is week 3. So Thursday at 1 p.m. I'll live stream again and create another art project. This one was design a candy bar wrapper. So I have this one, which was the protest bar. Then I created my second one here, which is my version 1 of the Sunday breakfast bar. And then I redid it really quickly for you all and made a second Sunday breakfast bar. So here are 3 different ideas. I'll see if I can hold them up all at one time when you pause. It's very difficult. 3 different ideas for you to choose from, or for you to go with as an influence. Okay, or you can create your own. Wow. All right, everyone. I'm going to log off for now. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on Thursday, or I will chat with you later. Bye, everyone. Join your advisories if you haven't already. Join Google Classroom if you haven't already, okay? Bye.